Awesome. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, what's up, High Low News family? Welcome to another episode of the Can We Talk podcast, our show where we talk to dope people in the community doing dope things, and today is no different. I'm really excited to have our next guest on. We're a partner with this amazing poetry and literature event happening in Broward County, and our next guest, Darius, is the mastermind and the creator behind it. Without further ado, I would love to bring to the show Mr. Darius Daughtry. Hey, Darius.
What is happening, Janey? How you doing?
First of all, don't y'all love his radio voice? Like he really could be doing like the evening talk. What's Freddie Cruz used to do it? Y'all know
Listen,
Miami people. Like he could
yeah,
really do.
like he retired, right? Maybe I need to go in and talk to them about getting that job.
He did retire, but our guy Lenny Green is over there. He's holding it
Okay,
down. But I
all
mean,
right.
if you need
Lenny,
a
hold it down. Hold it
backup,
down, Lenny. Your job is safe.
yeah,
You're good.
you can do the quiet storm all
Okay.
day.
Maybe I'll go to a different city and do it and take somebody else's job.
Yeah, you can do that. Darius, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And you're doing this amazing event. This is your second year. Hello News worked with you last year, and we were excited that you asked us to come back to be a media partner. And I wanted you to come on the show to break down and tell our audience why they need to be out there. But let's start from the beginning. What was the motivation and mission behind you even starting this festival? And give us the full name of it.
Yeah, so it's called the Our Voices Festival of Words. And so it really centers around the idea of inundating communities, specifically Black communities, with literature and literacy. I spent 10 years as an educator in schools, and it's just crazy what that feels like, working with students who are in the 7th grade and are reading on 1st and 2nd grade levels,
Mhm.
and in the more recent years in the work that I do through my organization, Art Prevails Project, and working with students writing and acting, seeing just this gulf that exists depending upon where you are, what students are able to do, their ability to comprehend and write and all this kind of stuff. So what I wanted to do was create something that felt real, like real and homegrown and connected to the community, but that was all about like the power and the transformative nature of words and like what does that look like in many forms. So that means books. Last year we started it. We gave away about 500 books to community members.
Wow.
People, yeah. So look, this year we're actually looking to give away close to 1,000, and for me and research shows that houses that have books in them where reading is a thing, those students prosper. That's just a natural correlation. And so the idea for us is try to get as many books in the hands of young people as possible, but also there's a lot of stuff for adults throughout the entire weekend of our event. So it's all about like the power of words and language literacy, and also make it cool, make it sexy, make it something that is palatable for our people.
I love it. And what I love about, the event that you're doing is it's really like a focus on Black culture as well. Like I know everybody is welcome to the party, but you highlight Black speakers and Black authors. Is that intentional behind what you're doing? I mean, I'm pretty much answering the question, but tell me, why that is important to be a part of this
Yeah,
event.
100%. So Art Prevails Project, when I created and founded the organization, the mission was to create equitable access to arts
Mm,
programming and education. And because I know what that looks like and how for communities that doesn't exist. Another part of it is to elevate the voices and of the storytellers that should be elevated. Oftentimes we don't really know who's out there and who is speaking and who is telling our stories. We know that if we're not telling our stories, somebody else is telling them, and we might not like how they're telling them, right? So
mhm.
it is super important for me to elevate the voices of the people that look like me and the communities that we serve. So like having yourself on the panel in which we have, right? So we're going to have the panel with you, my man Joaquin Brutus, and C. Isaiah Smalls about these young Black storytellers in media and how important that is for people like yourself to be at the forefront of telling our stories.
I love it. And I was so honored that you asked me to be a part of this because, I think you're such a big deal. I don't know if you remember how we met. Like, I think we met at like an event that you were performing at or
At the
something. I'm
Broward
like,
Center. Yeah,
yeah, the
yeah,
Broward Center. And I'm like, oh, wow. Like, this guy's a big deal. So when you asked me to even be a part of it, of course, we've always been cool ever since.
yeah.
But
Nah, you're a big deal too. So you like, I think you're a big deal. So, I'm glad you
you're too
said
kind.
yes.
You're too kind,
Yeah.
Darius. Not as a big a deal as you, but
Mm.
take that. I'll take that. But I even see some of the programming that you have. And let's get into that. Like, what can people expect this year when they come to the festival? Because it's a couple of days of programming as well. So let's get that breakdown.
Yeah, so it's 3 days, April 25th through 27th. The 25th is our opening reception that we call the Lit Lounge. You get it, like lit and lit for literature. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? You know what I'm saying? We're here.
yes.
So
Oh, sure.
I'm a poet. I am a poet. So
By
yeah.
that.
So that night is gonna be just a cool vibey experience. Um, um, we'll have amazing performers. Or we have La Vie, we have Alexander
Mm,
Starr, we have Reina Noriega, and a few more local amazing poets or singers that'll be there. It'll be a beautiful night. That's the only event for the entire weekend where we charge anything for people to come, and it's a modest $20. Come through, slide through for $20, and have a great time. And then the next day we have two events. On that Friday morning, we're doing a book fair, like old school book fair, like when you used to go get your little dollars. And so you can go down and get your books at doing,
yeah,
elementary
school.
school. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's scholastic book fair. So, we're going to do that. So we have, we're partnering with NSU Art Museum. And so we're going to be at this art museum. We're busing in about 200 students, elementary school students, and there'll be a book fair there. So we'll have some performances, but also, they get to tour the museum. They get to make some art. They get passes to come back to the museum, but also they get to choose a couple of books that day. So for free, this is for free. Like they don't have to get money from their mama to come and get these books. It's just theirs. Friday night we have a wonderful event. Like I'm hyped about this as well. So Jericho Brown is a Pulitzer Prize winning poet. He's from
Mm,
Atlanta, and we'll have him. He'll be here at the main library in Broward, and so he's doing an intimate reading and conversation, and he's going to just be in the space doing book signings and all this stuff. So I'm super excited that he's there. There he is, and he's going to be in conversation with Miami-Dade's own Miss Nadege Green. So we have a more amazing storytellers. She is one of our great storytellers here locally, and so I'm super honored that she's going to be in a building to be a part of this conversation. So that's
yeah, she was a
happening.
reporter when I was at the Herald. I mean, when I was intern at the Herald, she was a reporter there in Neighbors. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and she's super dope, with her Black Miami-Dade that she does
Yeah.
and all the stuff that she continues to do, man. She's amazing. So we're excited that she's going to be in conversation with Jericho, and he's going to do a poetry reading and book signing and everything that night. That's going to be a cool, sexy night as well. And then Saturday is the family, everybody come out, bring your mom and them, bring aunties and all your kids come through. That's free. Bring your blankets and lawn chairs. There'll be performances. There'll be workshops. You can learn about the publishing industry. Maybe you have an idea that you want to write a book, self-publish or get it published. You'll have a conversation around that. We'll have the panel with you and the other media folks. We'll have, in Jericho, we'll be doing a writing workshop there. We'll have some live
Oh, wow.
painting. We'll have interactive workshops, bounce house for the kids. The first 300 folks that come, you get a voucher for free food. And it's like this, and this will have food trucks, but you get bam, come slide to the food truck and get some free food for the
Really?
first 300 folks. Yeah.
I love it. Will there be music, DJs,
Yeah. Music, DJs,
vendors?
performances, like I said, face painting for the kids, and it'll be book giveaways. So we're going to be heavy giving away books. There'll be other authors there selling their books, but we're going to be heavy with giving away books. We partner with a few organizations that are giving away books: Literacy Connection, Pen America, and Books Foundation, have donated books for us to be able to give, and other folks, including like the Black Chamber of Commerce, have donated books and supporting this event, man. And so we're hyped. So, and shout out to some of our sponsors, like the Community Foundation of Broward, FP&L, Amazon, Visit Lauderdale, so they've come on and to support this event. So we're trying to make this continue to grow. It's our second year. And so like, I've envisioned year 5 of this, right? And so I know what year 5 of this looks like. And so we're moving in that direction. So we're excited about it.
No, it's dope. And I missed the first year, but I saw the pictures and the engagement and the people that came out, and I'm just excited about like what it's growing to. And I'm also happy to see you come back, because a lot of times people don't get the funding again, or they don't get the support again. But to keep coming back, I think that's a testament for you to come back next year. You have your 5-year plan and your sponsors that are on. So kudos to you for the work that you're doing, and your team that's helping you plan this. I know that's a labor of love. I want to ask you, especially in this time period in the state of Florida, where we're going through with books and banning of books and literature, what was your mindset and your thoughts on that, especially with your festival? Like, will you be highlighting any Black authors that have been banned, or will there be a conversation around that? Like, and also to just share your thoughts in general on, some of these great literary works being banned in the state of Florida.
I mean, I don't know if I can fully share my thoughts on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I
want you to keep it sponsored.
I can just say that, the banning and the attack on literature and history is disgusting, but expected, right? So, if when folks are afraid, they do all the things to pull out all the stops to try to stop a movement and stop motion. And so that's all that is, right? And so we know, like I mentioned before, like the power of story and the power of telling stories and the truth that exists in all of that. So I am a truth teller in my work, my own artistry, and a lot of the same books that have been banned and stuff for me are my favorite books. And we're trying to put it out there. So that's one of the reasons we partner with PEN America. And so PEN America is all about, confronting the censorship and all these things. And so they are working and giving books that are these banned books and stuff, for that specific purpose, to be able to get the books in the hands of the people. Right. And so it's like, it's something, right? Like, like if they're banning it, that should make you more interested in reading that book. Like, why are they telling me I shouldn't read this? I can't read this. So so definitely we're looking to highlight all of this identity crisis that the state and this country continues to go through, by highlighting and giving access to this amazing work that exists out there.
I love it. And so, just in your own words, Darius, why should the community, especially, and the people watching in our audience, why should they attend?
Yeah. So, I think there are a few pockets of folks that should attend this. So, right. So we have those events that are happening on Thursday and Friday night. So if you are into poetry, you are into a nice time, a nice evening, hanging out, date night, kind of vibing, stuff like that, looking for something to do on a Thursday or Friday night, come through, right? It's going to be great. You're not going to be disappointed, right? Saturday, if you believe that your community matters, and you believe that, you want to continue to support events that promote positive energy for our community, and you recognize the power that education and literacy have for your children, your nieces, godchildren, and just everyone in general. If you feel that, then you should come out and support. If you want to help your young people look at reading and writing as something that they should be, interested in. Because I know, like, I have nieces, and my one niece is 17, and she's a reader. She's like, I'm like reading. My 11-year-old niece is like, Uncle D, I read in school. I don't read no more, right? And so, that exists. And so, like, there's so many other things that are distracting to our young people. And so to promote that in their lives is important. And so if you believe in that, if you think that is something cool, bring them out. And just also, if you want something to do on Saturday, because it's just going to be, there's food trucks, there's fun, you're vibing, there's music. So that's going to be there, but we're doing it all connected to just, lifting up the power of words and how transformative that can be for individuals, but really for us collectively as a community.
And for the most part, all of your events are free.
Yeah, man. We try to make sure that people can just come, man. It's all about, I do a lot of work to try to give other folks to see the value in it, so that they can support where the folks that might not be able to afford some stuff can get access to it. So that's I'm getting more and more gray hairs every day talking to sponsors and stuff like that, but yeah, like I said, for this weekend events, everything is free except for the opening night, and that's kind of we're a nonprofit organization, so we need to try to recoup a little bit of the funds, but it's only $20, so
very affordable.
You spend more than that at wherever you go for lunch.
Yeah. And what I love about this festival is, especially since our audience is millennial and Gen Z, I think this is a dope like girls' day out, but also to a good like date situation as
all
well.
Of it.
Like
all of it.
Vibe for all of that too.
Listen, all right, so listen,
besides the twerking brunches and clubbing, like this is some culture.
Listen, so I mean, whether you have a significant other or not, if you have a significant other, y'all can come out on each day, right? If you don't, you can come out to everything with a different person. Come out with somebody on Thursday, somebody else on Friday, come out with somebody else on Saturday. Go ahead and do that. It's all good. Yeah.
No, you know what, too? Also, too, if you're looking for somebody of like mind, I always tell I know we ain't trying to turn this into a blackpeoplemeet.com, but I'm like, I always tell people go to different events, like especially my single friends, the type of quality of person that's going to be there, you're gonna, you're gonna
meet
100%.
Like right. So right. This is not the dating show, right? But another reason to come to these types of events is that you never know who's going to be there, who you might meet. And maybe it's dating, but maybe you may meet just a like-minded individual who maybe just become a friend, or maybe there's like some business opportunity that arises, in the space. So you never know. So come on out and, you might find love, or you might find, lifelong friendship, or you might find a new job. So just come on out.
And you might fall in love with a new book and
right.
all
fall
of
in love with literature. Yes. Fall in love with literature. Yes.
I love it. First of all, this is all a soundbite, so please know we're going to put this on the page. I love that conversation, but I like making things relevant because sometimes people feel like things don't connect to them, and I'm like, look at this from different ways. It's not just a kid event. It's not just a literature lover. It's for the entire community. It's something for everybody. And that's what I really love about what you curated, Darius. So again, like kudos to you and congratulations for what you put together. Before I let you go, I want to give you one last chance to tag everything. I'm going to put the flyer back on the screen. So tell everybody when, where, what, who, how, all the things, how they can register, all the information they need to know so they can come out there.
Super easy. It's called Our Voices Festival of Words. If you go to ourvoicesfest.com, everything is there, right? So you can register for each event straight from the website, right? It's embedded links straight from the website. You can go and register for whatever it is that you want to come to. It is. I know a lot of your audience sometimes is in Miami-Dade, and yet sometimes they're scared to, cross the county line, but it ain't that far. Just go on up, and slide through. We love y'all. I'm always in Miami-Dade. We love y'all. And so this is for y'all. This is it for everybody. Please come out and support. If say you can't make it, but you're like, man, this is really cool. How can I support this organization? Right. So you can just Art Prevails Project. You can donate and support what we're doing just by clicking on our website, checking out our Instagram or Facebook, and you'll see everything we got going on. So we appreciate you. We appreciate you, Janey, for being here. I can't wait to see you next week.
Yes, no, definitely. And look, we have a large audience in Broward County. And also, too, I'm from Miami Gardens. And so our backyard was playing in Broward County because we're right there on county line. So going into Miramar, going into Fort Lauderdale, Pembroke Pines is not a big deal. So Y'all stop acting like we can't drive up to Broward. Like that's so silly to me. Like go
Exactly. You drive to South Beach and take an hour to get down there. Come on up here.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, come on, let's go. Let's get into Broward. Let's support this. But I feel like our audience likes this type of information. So I feel like we'll be able to get the people there. And that's why we wanted to work with you to make sure we're getting the word out.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. We can't wait to see all of y'all. All Carroll City, Miami Northwestern, New Orleans, all of y'all. Come on through.
No, definitely, definitely. Look, again, family, Hollow News family, let's make sure we're supporting the festival. And I want to make sure I say the name correctly because our voices, Festival of Words, Literature, Literacy, Livelihood, powered by the Art Prevails Project, and is founded by our guy here, Darius Daughtry, who's doing this amazing work in literature and poetry. Guys, we got to make sure we support our things and support our people doing dope things in the community. We'll see you guys on the next episode of the Can We Talk podcast. Follow Hilo News on all social media platforms. We are on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, all the things. And also head to our website, hilonewsmiami.com, and sign up for our email newsletter. We have exclusive interviews and stories there on our website and our newsletter for our very loyal followers. But we want everybody to be a loyal follower. So head to hilonewsmiami.com and sign up for our email newsletter and check out the stories there on the website. I want to thank you again, Darius, for coming on the show and for always being a great partner and working with me and, sending me story ideas, and I'm glad we're able to work and collab on this amazing project that you founded. And again, congratulations on everything. I can't wait to see you next week.
Congratulations to you too.
Oh, thank you. Guys, this has been another amazing episode of the Can We Talk podcast. We'll see you next time. Bye.